Hi, everyone. This is Rejoice on Umatta Consulting podcast. Today, we have the pleasure of speaking with Emmanuel Gamor. He is our senior manager at MTN in Ghana, and he's also an entrepreneur. So, I would love for him to introduce himself, and then we can start asking him questions. Emmanuel, the mic is yours.
Thank you so much, Rejoice. It is a deep pleasure and absolute joy to be on your podcast. Thanks for reaching out to your audience. Hello. It is Heritage Month. It is March. We're excited. We're looking forward to 6th March. As you rightly pointed out, I'm part of management at MTN, and my team is responsible for a couple of channels, but one of our favorites one is the My MTN app. So you have a chance to see the Ghana flag on the app. Those are the little Easter eggs and joys, because MTN is a big telco. So maybe compared to your Verizon or
Mm.
T-Mobile's in the US, and then Orange to some of your French listeners. But what we're trying to do is we're trying to bring Ghanaian-ness into it. So there'll be a Ghana flag and elements of Ghana sprinkled within the app experience. Not while I'm not working at MTN, I teach digital transformation at a university in South Africa called Stellenbosch Business School. So I'm part of the faculty for the executive education program, and then I teach digital communication for some of the younger managers as well. In terms of joy and happiness and excitement, I've also started a few initiatives. There's a social enterprise that I've done, and out of that, I've created the palm wine DJ and experience. So as the conversation goes on, I'd love to share more. But happy to be here and happy to engage with you, Joy.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much. You're doing so many wonderful things, and we're looking forward to learn more about you. But we want to start by learning a little bit about your journey to MTN as a senior manager.
Sure. I don't think there was anything special or astounding. So I saw a role on LinkedIn. So maybe flashback to about 3, 4 years ago. I was working in South Africa in Bryanston, and I was working for Meta, formerly Facebook. So managing communities that the platform has. And one of the things that I've realized from my early age, because Meta's the second big global big tech I'd worked for, is you also have to read the macroeconomy to know whether you have job security or not. So um, it's funny because Mark Zuckerberg posts or around COVID had really made a big bet on metaverse. And so a
Mm,
lot of us who were on the programming side, I was like, maybe I'll kick a queen. Where the guy is moving with this project, it might not be the best for Africans, and I didn't know too many friends who could easily afford the Oculus. So outside of testing it at work, it just didn't make sense. So as I was transitioning out of Facebook, I applied for a couple of roles, and honestly, I applied for a role at MTN Ghana on LinkedIn. They wanted somebody with part of my expertise, but also would manage products, teams, user design teams, and growth teams. Luckily, I'd gone to MTN Ghana and helped them launch their innovation in-house innovation center. So I'd
mm,
been invited a couple of years prior to COVID as almost like an expert in residence, and I had a blast. So when I applied and I went through the interview phase, they called on that engagement that I had shared with them, and that's how I got to join MTN. This is my third year.
wow.
High stakes, incredible pressure. Um, oh yeah, very commercially led business, but it's been really cool and rewarding. I think MTN across different countries has some of the most brilliant people on the continent, and we understand how to sell. There's a
Mm,
reason why the company is one of the best, and it's an African business
mhm.
from the board members down. Even the our chairman, you always see him in a kaftan. So I think I surprised my team in the 3 years that I've been there. I wore a suit on Monday and I got a standing ovation. I think the people that didn't know what it looked like. But it just speaks to how Afrocentric we are. It speaks to um, also how dependent economies are to digital and transformation and connectivity. And so I'm quite excited to be able to contribute in our own small way on the broader connectivity. And then, as I mentioned, the Ghanaianness on the apps, on the
Mm.
user experience as well.
Amazing, amazing. You actually brought us to speaking about the digital transformation of Africa. What is, I guess, in terms of worldwide, we all know the concept of AI is being buzzed around everywhere.